Did you know that just one small habit after a meal could become a silent killer, especially for your loved ones in their later years? Many people still believe that walking around right after eating helps with digestion, or that a hot cup of tea is good for the stomach. But what if these seemingly harmless habits are actually the very things putting the body at serious risk? The issue is, not everyone fully understands the body's physiological response after a meal, especially as age increases and the body's self-regulating functions begin to decline. But the good news is, you can absolutely change that, simply by identifying the wrong habits and gently adjusting your daily routines. Today's video will help you uncover 5 common post-meal habits that many people still maintain, and why these habits may carry life-threatening risks, particularly for older adults. If you find this topic important, don't forget to hit like and share it with your loved ones, because sometimes just one timely piece of information can save a life. Leave a comment if you've ever noticed these habits in yourself or your parents, or if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to hear from you. Now let's begin this journey of awareness and change, starting with the smallest things. After a meal, the feeling of fullness often brings a sense of satisfaction, even considered by many as the measure of a good meal. But few realize that the habit of overeating is actually one of the silent factors harming our health, especially for older adults whose digestive and cardiovascular systems are no longer as agile as they once were. Have you ever wondered why some people who eat healthily still suffer a sudden stroke after dinner? Could it be that eating too much, seemingly just a personal choice, is actually putting you or your loved ones in danger? Large portions are common, and the fast pace of life leads many to eat quickly, often until they feel completely full. But overeating doesn't just cause bloating or sleepiness. When you consume beyond your body's needs, the stomach must stretch to its limit to hold the food. Digestion becomes burdensome, and blood rushes to the digestive area, forcing the heart to work harder to ensure circulation to other organs. In seniors, especially those with a history of heart conditions, this can increase the risk of arrhythmia, heart attack, or even sudden death. Moreover, an overloaded stomach can disrupt the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and digestion. As a result, many people experience fatigue, insomnia, high blood pressure, and abnormal lipid metabolism simply because they overeat daily. However, there's no need to adopt a harsh diet or extreme restrictions. The key lies in moderation. Learning to stop when your body feels satisfied, around 70 to 80% full, is one of the most effective ways to protect your gut, heart, and nervous system. This isn't just advice from nutritionists. It's also the longevity secret of the Japanese, known as hara hachibu. If you're not yet used to this, you can start with very simple steps. Use smaller plates to control portions. Chew thoroughly and eat slowly, so your body has time to signal satiety, which usually takes about 20 minutes. Drink a glass of water before meals to reduce false hunger, and especially avoid eating while watching TV or working, as you'll easily lose track of how much you're consuming. After your meal, take a few moments to observe how your body feels. This is the best way to learn to listen to yourself. Eating is not just about fueling the body, it is a journey of care and nourishment. When you learn to stop at the right time, your body will thank you with lightness, clarity, and resilience through the years. Begin this change today. One small decision can lead to a healthier future. And if you think fullness is the only danger after a meal, just wait until you discover what happens when you choose the wrong posture right after eating. The answer might just change your long-standing habits. What do you usually do after a meal? Lie down for a bit to relax, sit and scroll through your phone, or watch TV, or perhaps just get up and walk around lightly. These choices may seem harmless, but in reality, the posture you choose after eating has a significant impact on your health, especially for older adults or those with digestive or metabolic issues. Have you ever felt bloated, uncomfortable, or experienced heartburn after lying down immediately following a meal? That's no coincidence. When you lie down, especially on your back or your right side, stomach acid can easily flow back into the esophagus, causing a burning sensation and acid reflux, and over time, this can lead to esophagitis or gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. In older adults, the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that acts like an anti-reflux valve, tends to weaken, increasing the risk. It's not just lying down that causes problems. Sitting for long periods after meals, which is common when people finish dinner and then sit for hours watching TV, also slows digestion. When you sit, especially in a slouched or uncomfortable position, abdominal pressure increases, slowing down digestion and reducing blood circulation in the abdominal area. This is a common reason many people feel bloated, accumulate belly fat, and experience heaviness after dinner. On the other hand, standing up and walking gently for 5 to 10 minutes after eating offers many benefits. Several studies have shown that walking after meals can lower blood sugar, stimulate bowel movement, and reduce bloating. This habit is recommended in most health guidelines for seniors, people with obesity, or those with metabolic syndrome. But here's the key: don't overdo it. Intense exercise, brisk walking, or excessive movement right after a meal can backfire. We'll cover that in more detail later. For now, just remember that light movement after eating is the best choice. It supports digestion and helps regulate post-meal blood sugar levels. So, how can you adjust your post-meal habits effectively? Here are a few suggestions you can apply right away. Avoid lying down within 30 minutes of eating. If you feel tired, sit upright in a chair or rest with a light pillow for back support. If you must rest, lie on your left side instead of your right. This helps reduce pressure on the stomach. Establish a habit of walking around the house, garden, or hallway after dinner. After lunch, at the office, try walking a few minutes down the hallway instead of sitting straight back down at your desk. If you're someone who watches TV after meals, stand up and move around lightly every 10 to 15 minutes. By simply adjusting your posture proactively, you'll soon notice how much lighter and more comfortable your digestive system feels. This is one of those small habits that bring big long-term benefits, especially for older adults whose bodies no longer respond as quickly as before. A meal should be the beginning of your body's recovery, not a reason for it to struggle. And your post-meal posture, seemingly insignificant, plays a crucial role in determining that outcome. But it's not just posture. There's another habit that seems healthy but could actually do harm if done incorrectly: eating fruit right after a meal. Surprised? Let's find out why in the next section. For a long time, fruit has been seen as a symbol of health. Rich in vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants, it seems there's no reason not to include fruit in your daily diet. But what many people don't realize is this: the timing of when you eat fruit is what truly determines whether it benefits your health. One common habit is eating fruit immediately after a meal, especially during family dinners or weekend gatherings. However, this practice may be putting stress on your digestive system, without you even knowing it. After a full meal that includes carbohydrates, protein, and fat, your stomach needs time to break everything down. At this moment, adding fruit, which contains natural sugars and fiber, increases the digestive load, forcing the stomach to work harder and for a longer period. The result? You may feel bloated, gassy, and uncomfortably full for hours. In older adults, whose digestive functions are weaker and gut microbiota less balanced, this can lead to chronic digestive issues or worsen conditions like irritable bowel syndrome. And it's not just the digestive system that's affected. Eating fruit immediately after a meal can also cause a sudden spike in blood sugar. The natural sugars in fruit, when combined with the carbohydrates from your main course, can cause your blood glucose levels to surge, especially risky for older adults, those who are overweight, or individuals managing type 2 diabetes. So, even though fruit is healthy, when you eat, it matters greatly. The good news is, with just a small change in timing, you can increase the benefits of fruit while minimizing the risks. The simplest solution is to eat fruit about 1 to 2 hours after your main meal. This is an ideal window when the stomach has already partially digested the previous meal, allowing better absorption of fruit nutrients without interfering with overall digestion. At this time, fruit becomes not just a healthy snack, but also a smart way to curb sugar cravings, a common issue among older adults or emotional eaters. Here are a few simple tips to help you change this habit. Instead of eating fruit right after dinner, save it for a light evening snack 1 to 2 hours later. If you crave something sweet right after eating, opt for unsweetened yogurt or a few slices of dried fruit rather than whole fresh fruits. For those managing blood sugar levels, prioritize fruits with a low glycemic index like berries, apples, pears, or kiwis. Fruit is a wonderful gift from nature, but only when consumed the right way does it offer full nutritional value without burdening your body. For older adults, adjusting this habit can bring lightness, comfort, and help reduce the risk of long-term digestive problems. So, don't give up on fruit, just change the timing. It's a small shift that can make a big difference for your gut health, metabolism, and post-meal comfort. But there's still one more common habit that's often misunderstood as healthy: exercising right after a meal. Does moving early really aid digestion, or is it making your body pay the price? The answer will be revealed next. Exercise is one of the best habits for maintaining good health. No one can deny that. But if you finish a meal and immediately go for a jog, hit the gym, or even take a brisk walk, the benefits of movement may not come the way you expect. In fact, your body might be struggling with adverse reactions, particularly in the digestive system. With busy lifestyles and limited time, many people try to squeeze in a workout right after a meal, especially in the evening after work. But this seemingly reasonable choice can severely disrupt your body's natural digestive process. After eating, your body prioritizes sending blood to the stomach to support digestion. If you engage in intense physical activity at this time, blood is redirected to the muscles, depriving the digestive organs of the fuel they need to function properly. As a result, you may experience symptoms such as bloating, nausea, abdominal cramps, shortness of breath, or a general feeling of heaviness. For older adults, or those with conditions like gastric issues, heart disease, or diabetes, these symptoms can become more serious, in some cases even causing fainting due to sudden drops in blood pressure as blood flows away from the core. It's not just the digestive system that suffers. The effectiveness of your workout can also be compromised. The body isn't yet ready for intense activity, energy hasn't been properly metabolized, and discomfort from a full stomach can easily distract your mind. However, this doesn't mean you need to stop exercising after eating. The key lies in timing and intensity. Medical experts recommend waiting at least 30 to 60 minutes after a light meal before exercising. For full meals, especially those high in protein and fat, it's best to wait 2 to 3 hours to allow proper digestion. During the waiting period, light activity is still beneficial. Gentle walking, stretching, or simply moving around the house can stimulate bowel movement without disrupting digestive blood flow. To adjust this habit, you can apply a few simple strategies. Schedule meals earlier so you still have enough time to exercise afterward. If exercising in the morning, eat a light snack, such as a banana, oatmeal, or yogurt, before your workout, and save the main meal for afterward. Avoid immediately running, jumping rope, or performing HIIT workouts right after dinner. Give your body time to process the food. Listen to your body. If you feel bloated, heavy, or sluggish, delay your workout or switch to something lighter. The human body is a delicate system. Learning to listen and respect its natural rhythms is the key to long-term health. Rather than rigid discipline, flexible adjustment to your habits based on timing, physical condition, and age will always serve you better. Exercise is beneficial, but timing is essential. A little patience after a meal not only helps your digestion, but also enhances your overall workout results. And finally, there's one habit that may feel like a release after a meal, but is in fact a silent poison to your heart, liver, and brain: smoking. Why is a post-meal cigarette up to 10 times more dangerous than usual? Let's find out next. There is one habit that many people maintain as a perfect ending to every meal: smoking a cigarette. For many, especially middle-aged men, lighting a cigarette after dinner, along with a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, has become a familiar ritual. But did you know that this exact moment, right after a meal, is when smoking is most harmful to your body? According to numerous medical studies, smoking after a meal increases the absorption of harmful substances in cigarettes by up to 10 times compared to other times of the day. The reason is that after eating, blood circulation becomes more active and capillaries expand to support digestion. When you smoke at this time, nicotine and more than 4,000 toxic chemicals in cigarette smoke can easily pass through the intestinal lining and enter the bloodstream, rapidly attacking the liver, heart, lungs, and even the brain. This is especially dangerous for older adults whose immune systems and liver, kidney, and heart functions have declined with age. Smoking after meals suddenly increases pressure on the liver, potentially damaging liver cells and worsening chronic conditions like cirrhosis, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Moreover, this habit also negatively affects digestion. Cigarette smoke reduces blood flow to the stomach, inhibits the production of digestive enzymes, and disrupts the gut microbiome, leading to symptoms such as bloating, indigestion, and gas after eating. Over time, these effects accumulate and weaken the entire digestive system, making older adults more prone to fatigue, malnutrition, and hormonal imbalances. However, if you or a loved one still maintains the habit of smoking after meals, that doesn't mean change is impossible. Small, realistic, and consistent adjustments can bring about significant improvements. Start by delaying your cigarette for at least 30 to 45 minutes after a meal. During that time, instead of smoking, try going for a gentle walk, drinking water, or chewing sugar-free gum. Small actions that help reduce nicotine cravings and shift your attention elsewhere. If you're on the path to quitting smoking, consider using support tools such as nicotine patches, behavioral therapy, or support groups, all of which have been proven to be highly effective. Especially for seniors, changing the environment, such as keeping cigarettes out of sight after meals or avoiding being alone for too long, can also help reduce habitual smoking. You don't have to quit smoking in a single day, but every moment you delay is a step backward. And every smoke-free meal is a gift to your heart, liver, lungs, and brain, organs that have quietly served you for decades. Good health doesn't come from grand gestures. It begins with small but sustainable changes. And if you've followed me through all 5 potentially harmful post-meal habits, then congratulations, because awareness itself is the first step toward lasting transformation. First of all, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. With countless content choices available each day, the fact that you pause to care for your own health or that of a loved one is something truly meaningful and commendable. We've just explored 5 seemingly harmless post-meal habits that may actually pose serious risks to the heart, digestive system, brain, and overall quality of life, especially for older adults. These include overeating, choosing the wrong posture, eating fruit at the wrong time, rushing into exercise, and smoking after meals. Each of these small actions, when adjusted the right way, can contribute to a healthier body and a clearer mind over time. You might be asking yourself now, am I doing any of these things? And if so, where should I begin to change? Take a moment to reflect on that. And if you feel like it, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Whether it's a struggle or a success, your experience could be the very encouragement someone else needs. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to hit like and share it with your friends and family, especially those who may be vulnerable to these everyday habits. Your act of care could be a gentle, timely reminder that helps someone make a change before it's too late. I truly hope this won't be the last time we meet. Join me again in upcoming episodes where we'll continue learning how to slow down, tune into our bodies, and nurture our health in the most natural, sustainable, and compassionate ways. Because you know what? It's never too late to start living better. And sometimes, that transformation begins with how you end each meal.